Do you ever just stare at your closet and think, how do I have so many clothes and nothing to wear again? You're running late, there's toothpaste on your shirt, your morning bags in the kitchen, and your good pants, the ones that you're supposed to wear today, is still in the hamper from last week. A real kicker. You bought all of this stuff thinking it would make you feel put together, but now it feels like clutter. And honestly, you're not lazy. You're not a hot mess. Your closet, the thing that you interact with every single morning, was never designed to support your real life. That's the truth. Hi, I'm Maria, your go-to muse of modern stylist spending, and I help you decipher the real cost of fashion, beauty, buying, and so that you can invest in your identity and not just an image. Let's reframe this, right? Getting dressed isn't about style, it is about function. Most of us are stuck in the Pinterest board version of our dream life, right? This dream life that we want. But on Monday morning, it doesn't matter what you have saved on your inspo, the reality is hitting. So now it's just you in a towel, 11 minutes on the clock, because you got to get out in 11 minutes, and your closet doesn't function like a team player. Game over before you even leave the house. But let's call it what it is. We're shopping for a vibe. We're not really shopping for our life. I have seen this happen so many times. I've done this myself, right? You see something that's cute on sale. You think, oh my God, that would look amazing on me. You convince yourself that if I ever went out on Thursdays, this is the type of clothes I would wear. Or worse, you stress shop. Another one, treat yourself after a long week, a long day, and now your wardrobe, it's a pile of emotional support thrift pile, right? Ready for the thrift yet again. So no wonder you feel blah. Getting dressed shouldn't feel like a daily identity crisis, let's be honest. And by the way, if this is hitting, I made a freestyle quiz to help you break out of the loop. Link below. If you ever put something on and felt meh, listen up. You don't need more options, you need alignment. Alignment between what your day demands and what your closet supplies. You're dressing for who you were maybe 3 jobs ago, or who you want to be when you're on vacation. You're not dressing for who you are at 8:42 a.m. or 7:42 a.m. when you're staring in your closet in despair trying to pick another outfit. Somewhere along the way, casual really started to feel like I gave up. You didn't even notice maybe it was happening. You stopped reaching for intentional pieces. You grab whatever's comfortable, maybe some sweatpants or style situation, another athleisure clothing, maybe something cleanish, but definitely easy. And now every outfit feels like your off day. You're not burnt out. Obviously, your outfits are. So the style reset kit isn't about trends, it's about systems. 3 go-to formulas that work for you. You need to really implement that into your life. Ways to rebuild your closet without buying a single new thing, okay? And how to dress for your actual lifestyle, work, weekend, commute, even Zooms, okay? Because people are still hybrid and online, and I'm obviously on Teams all the time. So when your closet stops being clutter and starts being a system, game change. Take the quiz, get the free kit, and reclaim your mornings. You should get your mornings back. Reclaim your mornings. I feel like in fashion, neutrals are thought to be the safe space. So I used to think neutrals were safe. And it broke away a bit from my culture in pursuit of like minimal pieces that were at the end of the day just a bunch of black and beige and cream, and gave me zero energy. It looked like zero energy because I didn't really feel like myself in it. And the problem wasn't the color, maybe necessarily. I mean, some people love the neutrals and it works for them. I got honest about my schedule, my needs, my lifestyle, my background, and everything shifted. I'm not competing or trying to just be someone else anymore. I can take the inspo and then implement it in my life. And so if your closet is split between like the bun mode and then your party princess, you're not alone. But that gap, that's what stresses you out. You need a middle point, a middle ground, a capsule that serves your looks, your life, and like who you are. A small rotation that actually rotates. And yes, the Style Reset Kit will walk you through it from what you already own, because it's not about buying something new right now. It's about fixing what you have to work for you. Wearing clothes you don't love will chip away at your confidence. Trust me, I've been there. Even if you don't really realize it, you maybe start to feel invisible because maybe you don't feel confident in it. So maybe you start to shrink, or maybe it doesn't fit you or does not really match your lifestyle. So you stand out in a bad way. And let's be honest, impressions matter. Okay. So you start second guessing yourself. You start second guessing everything else. And a bad outfit equals lower confidence. Then you have that less impact and then maybe a little bit more burnout and things. But we want to flip that. We want an aligned outfit, higher confidence, more presence, and more peace. Every outfit should follow this flow. Anchor piece. This for me is typically my neutrals or my base color, like the black, the whites, the beiges, navies I would even throw in there. And then 2, you want a purposeful fit. I love to create 1/3 to 2/3 proportions in my looks. For me, like that could be a high-waisted pant or maybe varying lengths in clothing. That makes my look pop. It makes my look interesting. Then personality pop. This is typically accessories, my shoes, my bags, jackets, coats, scarves, anything else to my outfit. And that's it. 4, you're done. You don't need to serve. Okay, I know there's a social media pressure to serve every day, but you do need to feel like yourself. You don't need a haul. You need one color palette that actually serves you, actually excites you, even if it's neutrals, okay? I'm not against neutrals. It's whatever excites you. 3 silhouettes that actually, flatter you. And I think this is something that you will develop through experimentation and documentation in general. Keeping a log that will help you discover those silhouettes and flatter your body. And then a default uniform, okay? Something that you can actually repeat over and over again without thinking too much. You can kind of vary it a little bit, but something that works for you. Like I said, I love different contours of my body. I go to those over and over because it works for me. If you want me to walk you through this, take the quiz and I got you. Let's go on. So I wore the same top 3 colors in 3 ways, even with a full closet. Same top that I didn't even like, that felt like plastic because it was polyester 100%. I was sweating it on my commute to work and it just made life miserable. And now I have a Monday to Friday rotation that I actually love a lot more. I didn't realize how much my clothes were actually making me shrink or not make me feel confident. And you think maybe you are kind of coming off a certain way, from their bad qualities to like the pics on my part, to be honest. That's really what it is. They were bad quality and pics on my part. But now I get dressed in 5 minutes. I feel like the main character of my life. And really, is that too much to ask for? Because I really believe we should always be the main character of all our lives, right? So yeah, getting dressed is typically one of the first decisions you make in the day. And if that's stressful and that's energy you don't have for what matters, I want your mornings to feel easy. I want you to show up feeling like the version of you who's already that girl. Not a fantasy, not a future self, you today, now. So if you felt seen by this video, take the salary set quiz. It's fast, it's free, it's fun, and the kit will be waiting for you at the end, personalized. It's personalized, peaceful, and built to fit your life. And until next time,